Yo, what is up guys? This is Troy D from the Troy D 24/7 Mall channel, on point reviews all day, every day. Welcome back yet again guys. I've got a big one today. I mean, if you are a collector and you know your rare stuff, we've got a big one today thanks to one of the friends of the channel. If you are new to the channel, if this is the first time you've seen my videos, please make sure to hit like and subscribe, because this is just one out of 400 plus videos where I do talk about the stuff you guys want to hear about. That's really what this channel is all about. I'm not too good with finding gems and trying out stuff that we've never heard about, but I do review fragrances that you guys hear about that maybe not many people have talked about, and we're gonna bring them out today and talk about them in my channel. Now today's fragrance is care of a new friend of the channel. His name is David from Atlanta. Thank you, David, for sending this over. I mean, he basically sent this specifically so I can review it and talk about it right here on camera, okay? And the fragrance that he did send me is a Qatar exclusive, and it is talked about in the Boadicea circles, guys. And this fragrance is none other than Boadicea the Victorious Pearl Moon. Yes, that's right, Pearl Moon. Pearl Moon is one of two Qatar exclusives. One is Black Cashmere, and then this one is Pearl Moon. In my opinion, Pearl Moon is harder to get because really I haven't found people selling Pearl Moon as much as Black Cashmere, and that includes the samples. Now Boadicea the Victorious, like I told you guys before, this is one of my favorite brands. I do collect full bottles of Boadicea the Victorious. I mean, they do have a lot of collectible fragrances, and I think, in my opinion, they are one of the most elegant and rich smelling brands out there, okay? Probably up to par with your Roja and your Serjoff. Definitely Boadicea is up to par. And if you see again the beautiful bottle designs, I think that these Boadicea fragrances will look A++ in your collection. Now again, we are going to talk about Pearl Moon. This is the Qatar exclusive, one of two released for the country. Let's go spray Pearl Moon right now. Ooh, oh man. Okay, so let's go talk about the notes of Pearl Moon real quickly, guys. On the top notes, you've got black pepper, you've got saffron, and you've got pineapple. That's right, pineapple right here on the top notes of Pearl Moon, guys. Okay, so this is really interesting, and I'm going to explain this real quickly, guys. Okay, I think that the top notes part of Pearl Moon is basically the best part. Okay, why? Because if collecting Middle Eastern fragrances is a thing that you do a lot, and you do have a lot of them, to be honest, some of these notes really overlap each other. It's a cultural thing. These notes are big over there, you know, saffron, oud, rose, spices, you know, those are really big in the Middle East right here, okay? So you are going to get that beautiful saffron and black pepper, that oriental spicy combination right there from Pearl Moon. However, you're going to get this hovering pineapple, guys, okay? And really, the best way I can describe it is, the moment you smell this, if you are used to Middle Eastern fragrances, you're just going to be like, oh, this is the stuff I already know. This is that saffron pepper coming in. I love this stuff. This is that spicy intro. But is it truly warming? No, because there's this really nice, fresh, like, note that is hovering here, care of the pineapple, guys, okay? Now this pineapple, guys, is not like a blast, a strong zest of pineapple. It's actually just like a hovering pineapple. And I would say that throughout the entire fragrance, Pearl Moon is sort of like a hovering type fragrance, guys, okay? And the reason this is hovering, the reason why it's not like a blaster, a loud, crazy type of fragrance, not like maybe Frederick Mahl's The Night, that's because I think, guys, fragrances like Pearl Moon mimic the conservative nature of some of the, you know, people of the Middle East. When I do travel to Dubai, for example, I mean, there are a lot of wealthy people in Dubai, and I'm imagining that it's the same way in Qatar. I mean, Qatar, they've got the largest gas reserves in the world. We've got some bogus, crazy rich people out there. And of course, those people buy Boadicea, you know. And the thing is, guys, when you do go to the Middle East, it's really interesting. You've got these people that have tons and tons of supercars. They got these real lovely, you know, real estate purchases out there in the palm. But honestly, guys, in person, when you meet some of them, they're actually pretty like low-key reserved. They're very humble, you know. To be honest, there are only two in my collection that follow this lineage right here, okay? And I consider it very unique. One being the ultra rare Wideon Limited 7 right here, which is super ultra rare. This one right here was made for the UAE Day back in 2014. Very, very rare. And then there's also a fragrance I reviewed called Oud for Highness, okay? So I'm going to link that right now. That fragrance was made for the King of Jordan. And I explained on that video how if you're the King of Jordan, yes, you are royalty, but when you are meeting other royals, of course, you're not going to be all loud and crazy and obnoxious. You're going to be reserved and, you know, you're going to smell very, very elegant as you're doing that. Well, this one pretty much does it right there because of this hovering style, oriental spicy notes with the pineapple. Now with the inclusion of pineapple as well, this makes the fragrance an all-day grabber, okay? So usually when you look at saffron spicy fragrances, guys, with the rose, usually they're nighttime engagement types of perfumes. This one is totally not, because like I said, this is just like your Wideon Limited 7s and your Oud for Highness. This is an all-day affair fragrance. You can wear this in the daytime if you want to, okay? Because it provides that usual oriental spicy feel. And of course, there's some oud that comes in here, but it's that pineapple that definitely makes it a daytime type of fresh fragrance. And when I think about this right here, Pearl Moon, I think that this is also like a gent scent geared for the Middle East, okay? And the type of character I think about when I think about this is the Prince of Dubai. He's the prince that does all this fun stuff. You know, he swims with whales and hangs out with lions, okay? You know, your typical gentleman really living his life. And I think that this is a gent scent geared for the Middle East because of that combination of those spicy notes and that pineapple. Now the real interesting thing right here is the bridge note, the next note right after this magnificent opening, and that is your plum, guys. All right, and I do have a Boadicea fragrance that has a lot of plum, and that's basically called the King. All right, so here they used plum as the bridge note into the mid, and if you guys like plum, then you're gonna love it, okay? It's a nice plum note that bridges onto your rose. All right, so you've got your warming sensual rose, and then there's also that suede accord. Again, it gets cozy as you go. So again, nice start, spicy and somewhat fresh with that pineapple, and then it gets warming and cozy with the suede, the rose, as well as that plum, which is really, really cool. So, I mean, for me, once I smelled the plum, I was like, this is really nice. Again, nothing blasting about this one. This one's just like a consistent, you know, hovering around you type scent. I mean, this is something a Qatari businessman would probably wear, but maybe even on the young side, guys, okay? I think even if you are younger, on the, you know, early 20s, I think that you can wear this right here. This is a total gent scent that has those really nice warming qualities, rose, as well as your plum, and then that suede accord. Now, of course, this fragrance won't be complete without the oud, guys, okay? So the oud is actually a base note, but as you guys know, the oud sort of rises on top, and you can actually smell it as early as the first few minutes of wearing this fragrance, guys. You've got the oud here, but the oud here is matched with vanilla, okay? And so when you've got the vanilla and the oud, it's sort of like a sweet oud. It's sort of like an incensey, actually. Incensey type oud, incense sweet type oud here that mixes pretty well, of course, with your rose. It mixes well with the plum. I mean, it does come up early, and you know, once you smell it, you're like, oh, this is a Middle Eastern fragrance. But again, you are gonna go through that beautiful fresh start that I told you guys. That's really, to me, the highlight of everything. The other notes, you know, rose and oud, I mean, these are things that we see in other Middle Eastern scents, but you can't deny that pineapple note as well as the plum coming in. Those are the highlights of Pearl Moon. Now again, this fragrance right here is sort of like a calm, conservative, laid back type of scent, okay? So you are going to get that scent around you for at least 5 or 6 hours. It is not loud like the other oud scents that we know, but like I said, I mean, this one has something to do with celebrating Qatar, and again, being ultra mega rich, but also having that humility, having that gentleman vibe, being humble, even if you have 15 McLarens in your garage. Now, do I recommend it? Absolutely. I do recommend it, guys. If you can get your hands on this one, like David did, definitely grab it, guys. Especially if you are looking for a very wearable Middle Eastern scent, guys, okay? That has some freshness. Sometimes there are Middle Eastern fragrances that are fresh, but then they don't smell royal. They don't smell rich and elegant, right? So, like I told you, this one right here, Pearl Moon, is at par with my Widian Limited 7, with my Oud for Highness that I reviewed. It's up to par with being that gentleman with a fresh vibe, but then it's definitely, like, without a doubt, Middle Eastern right here. So it's worth picking up, and I think that you can still get these Pearl Moon bottles in the gray market, or if you can get somebody in Qatar to buy it, it's definitely available. So it's not like a super rare fragrance. They have it in Blue Salon, I think is the name of one of them, but I know that it's 2 boutiques out there in Qatar that actually hold Pearl Moon, and I really like this whole day nature of Pearl Moon right here. This is something that, like I said, a businessman in Qatar would wear, you know, like start of the day, look at my projects, smell fresh, and then later on have dinner with the fam or the girlfriend, I don't know, but I mean, it gets cozier as you go. All right, starts fresh and then cozier with the oud, the rose, the plum. It's really, really great, guys, okay? And I think you can wear it right now, even in the spring. I think that you can wear this in the daytime, and of course, nighttime, it will, you know, bridge into those bass notes in the nighttime. But then, you know, here's the thing, guys. It's always hot in the Middle East, right? So they don't really care. I think that they don't care. I think that even if it's hot, they're gonna wear this type of stuff. So, I mean, really, there's nothing to worry about when it comes to when to wear this. But for me, I do suggest springtime to nighttime, or of course your autumn, you know, type of weather right there. I think Pearl Moon is perfect for that too. Okay, so that is it. That is my review on Boadicea the Victorious Pearl Moon. What a lovely fragrance. I want to thank David yet again for rushing this over to me. He sent this FedEx. He wanted to know what I thought of this fragrance, guys. And if you guys have any fragrances that you have that you want me to review, just hit me up. I mean, I really just need this much, to be honest, because I'm like a machine, you know. I translate a lot of this stuff. For me, I really do think I have that life experience that I can translate into the usage of these fragrances, okay? But of course, try them out, guys. I mean, who am I to tell you what to wear? Try them out, check them out, see how it goes for you guys. It's not going to be the same for everybody, but for me, I like this Pearl Moon. Definitely, I will enjoy this vial right here that David sent me while it's still cold. Let me know in the comments if you have other Boadicea the Victorious fragrances that you want me to review. I know that I'm behind. I'm behind on Hanuman. I'm behind on Carbon Sapphire, my favorite Boadicea. I'm behind on a few things, okay? But I did Golden Aries a few days ago. Do check that out if you can. It's a great video with a lot of info on a very expensive Boadicea the Victorious release. And until then, this is Troy D. Again, thank you, David. Do not forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Have a good week, guys. Enjoy.